Good evening, Dan. It's Monday, November 3rd. So I'm bummed that you've been sick so much lately. That kind of sucks. Especially with the holidays coming up. Wait, no, maybe that's good. Maybe you got your sickness out now, and when all the big holidays happen, it won't be so bad. But it sucks for Halloween, because Halloween's one of those holidays where it's like, oh, I want to do makeup and stuff to make it look like I'm sick and dying. I just don't want to actually feel that way, because I know that I would like to have some candy. I myself had very little candy, but I did get a lot of party going on. First one was a bunch of theater friends, and it didn't get too wild and crazy or anything, but everybody was dressed up except for 2 people there. And that guy brought Baconaisse, which is a combination of bacon and mayonnaise. That's every bit as disgusting as it sounds like it's going to be. Mostly I think because people were eating it on like broccoli and carrots. So today is November 3rd, which makes the day before the election, which makes this the day before the scariest day of the year. Because potentially tomorrow everything could go wonderful and there could be a huge celebration. Or like so many times in the past, I could just feel my hopes being dashed out of my skull as I watch live election coverage. By the way, I think I'm gonna need a good stiff belt or 6 during the night just to get me through it all. It's gonna be a scary night because frankly I don't think I can handle another 4 more years of the same. This is a time for change. It's a time for something new. And I even hear you saying it. I hear you saying that you don't trust our politicians, you don't trust the government, you don't trust that people will do what they say they're going to do. Part of the change that needs to happen isn't just in them, it's in us too. If every single one of us is turning out our lights, checking our tire pressure, making sure we're not running the water when we don't need to. And speaking of doing our part, I heard a report the other day that kind of shot me down that unless you're washing in like warm water, hand washing, and air drying your cloth diapers, it's actually more environmentally friendly to use disposables. Ugh! But you're looking for someone out there who wants to stand up for something that we know is right. And that can be a very tough thing. In fact, this is not something that's going to come easy. Call me idealistic. In fact, call a whole bunch of us idealistic, because there are those of us who believe that there can be something better than what we have right now, that it has to start with us. It can start small, and it can grow. It can become something that we can all embrace. We know that the battle ahead will be long. But always remember that no matter what obstacles stand in our way, nothing can withstand the power of millions of voices calling for change. We've been told we cannot do this by a chorus of cynics who will only grow louder and more dissonant in the weeks to come. We've been asked to pause for a reality check. We've been warned against offering the people of this nation false hope. But in the unlikely story that is America, there has never been anything false about hope. For when we have faced down impossible odds, when we've been told that we are not ready, or that we shouldn't try, generations of Americans have responded with a simple creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can. It was a creed written into the founding documents that declared the destiny of a nation. Yes, we can. It was whispered by slaves and abolitionists as they blazed a trail toward freedom through the darkest nights. Yes, we can. It was sung by immigrants as they struck out from distant shores, and pioneers who pushed westward against an unforgiving wilderness. Yes, we can. It was the call of workers who organized, women who reached for the ballot, a president who chose the moon as our new frontier, and a king who took us to the mountaintop and pointed the way to the promised land. Yes, we can to justice and equality. Yes, we can to opportunity and prosperity. Yes, we can heal this nation. Yes, we can repair this world. Yes, we can. And so tomorrow, as we take this campaign south and west, as we learn that the struggles of the textile worker in Spartanburg are not so different than the plight of the dishwasher in Las Vegas, that the hopes of the little girl who go to a crumbling school in Dillon are the same as the dreams of a boy who learns on the streets of LA, we will remember that there is something happening in America, that we are not as divided as our politics suggest, that we are one people, we are one nation, and together we will begin the next great chapter
in the American story, with 3 words that will ring from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. Yes, we can.